We're here on the last day of the Harrogate Spring Congress. Still too early to be called spring, I think. There's still snow on the ground. We're here with Chris Cooper, and we're playing with Julia and Rob today. You'll meet them in a second. Rob's English, but Julia and Rob live in Edinburgh, so they've made a trek down to England to play in what is an event I quite like, actually. I mean, there's 70 odd pairs, so and yesterday, the whole event, yes, we were just playing generally sound pairs. Obviously, once you get to the top, sod off, hotspot. Once you get to the top table, you're only generally going to be playing people who are doing well and who are competent, I guess. So we faded a bit towards the end of yesterday, and we were lucky to win it. So today we're well rested. We didn't go for a night out last night or anything like that, so like I know some people who I won't name did, so we'll see how they do today. Morning.
Well done.
Thank you. So we're here in the hotel. We're looking for some snacks. We haven't actually eaten yet, so we're going to try and find a bite to eat at some point. Maybe the bar's got like a sandwich or something. So we're wandering down. I believe it's Australian movement, so we're going to find our team table. We're going to be I'm going to see if I can say north-south, so I don't have to move my camera around. Walking around, hustle and bustle of P-Bridge chat and things. People there. Cooper's validating his parking. So here we are in the room that we were in yesterday. You can see. Yeah.
Because I got minus 250 yesterday, I remember on one of your videos there was a name for it.
It's a Murph.
A Murph.
Minus 250. It's 5 off favourable. It's a Murph, yeah. So someone's just seen what a Murph was on a video, since I've just clarified. A Murph is 5 off, not vulnerable, for minus 250. The only way to score minus 250, and Murph did it more than once, which is why. Oh, there's a pastry. That'll do for a snack. So I'm going to have a pastry in the morning. They've got a little tray of pastries here. So yeah, and the results for yesterday have been changed now, so I'll just show you where we finished in a second. There we go. So there we are. We lost 16-4, but it was good enough for the win. We didn't need much to win, and it's the first time I've ever won an appeal. But like I said to someone else, if the ruling at the table was wrong, it needs changing. So for most of the people I spoke to, it was a pretty clear appeal. So apologies for winning by appeal. I think it's a bit dirty, but then obviously the ruling at the time should have been more thought out, I think. So looking for my teammates and my partner. I've got my little Apple something I'm eating here, and then we're going to play lots of bridge. I think it's 7-7s today. Oh, there's David Waxman. 7-7s today, so you're going to get 7 lots of good bridge hands from Bridge with Steve. Yeah, there's Chris Cooper, we've seen before. There's Julia Campbell. Hi, Julia. We've got Rob Hickling. Hi, Rob. Hi. This is Rob HED on Discord, for those people who are on Discord. So, hi, Rob. We're going to do our best today. We haven't won an event in a day, so let's try and win this one. So, the room's filling up now. Sort of people are in the bar still, and there's one of our directors, Stuart. Hi, Stuart. He's hiding. Oh no! Oh hi! He's taking his top off. There we go. And there's another director, Barry, I think. Yeah. So we're going to start shortly. We're table number 31. Oh no, 13. No, we're going to be unlucky. So we'll try and negate the luck and the bad table draw, but we'll do what we can. So we just played the first round, and I don't think we've got a good card. You pick up the following hand. You have King Jack X, Queen 1, 4 small, Ace Queen 4th, and it goes pass, and your partner opens a vulnerable 2 diamonds in the second seat. which will usually be quite decent, and it goes double on your right. So you've got a diamond fit. So you can compete in diamonds here. And do you think they've got game on? Well, not really. You've got King Jack of Spades over the doubler, you've got Ace Queen of Clubs over the doubler, and you've got a 12 count, and partner's opened a vulnerable 2 diamonds to give partner like 7 to 9 or maybe an 8 count on average. Well, it looks like a 20 deck. So I didn't think we had the best card so far, so I jumped to 4 diamonds. It's going to make it very difficult for them to judge correctly here. They're not going to think I'm as strong as I am, and things like that. So I don't know whether that's right or not. Obviously, we're vulnerable against not, and if they manage to double this, and it goes for 200 or 500 or something. But they're not going to have the diamonds to do so. Partner's going to have, like, King Queen to 6 or Ace 6th or something like that. They're not going to have the points in diamonds to catch you here, and you've got values outside, so they're not just going to have the out and out strength to catch you. So I was going to make it difficult for them to judge what to do next, and then he went 4 hearts on my left, okay, from the past hand, and they haven't opened a week 2 or anything, so this goes past to me. But the hand on my right, who doubled, thought for a while and then passed. I think, well, this feels like a lady who's got spades, too strong to overcall 2 spades or something like that. So I doubled. What I don't want partner to do is lead a diamond from a weird holding. So that could be a bad thing for partner to do. So I doubled, and this must be either just out and out values in places or something. So if partner leads a black suit, I'm happy. I've got King Jack of Spades over the doubler, Ace Queen of Clubs over the doubler, and I've got Queen X of Hearts, which if I double, I'm probably not going to make a trick with it. But I've got a 12 count, and partner's open and vulnerable week 2. So it feels like they're bidding 4 hearts, not with full game values here. And if it causes them to run, which it almost did, it would be a goal. The lady on my right thought for a while and shrugged her shoulders and passed and put down a 20 count. I was like, oh my god. Cooper has a chance to beat it, but I don't think from the hand he has he can lead a club. So the whole hand's there. Cooper led his singleton spade, and they get the club away on the 2 diamonds. So we actually have 4 tricks to take. We don't do it. Obviously, if I don't double, Cooper might still lead a spade, but if I don't double, he's definitely not leading a black suit. So maybe doubling gives us the best chance to beat it, that we need a black suit lead here. But as it happens, I don't think he's ever finding a club lead. Even if they bid 4 spades, I have to lead the ace of clubs to beat it, and I'm not sure I would do from ace queen 4th. So yeah, we kind of chivied them into game, although with a 20 count, if this hand makes a free 2 heart bid, maybe they get there anyway. They do have a 9 card spade fit 2, so I think there's a chance we're going to lose the ball because they're not going to get to game, and obviously most games will make. It's very difficult for mine to lead the ace of clubs, and it's very difficult for Cooper's hand with a Queen Jack to 6 diamonds and a singleton spade to also find a club lead. So I think all games make, and I think I've pushed them into it, so it didn't feel great. But I don't really regret my last double at teams. It might be the best chance to beat the contract, but sadly we conceded 590. So Cooper and I think Cooper's done well on this hand, and it might not be, we might lose an imp on it, but I'll give you Cooper's hand and show you what we got to. Cooper had singleton jack, ace 4th, ace king 4th, queen jack 9 4th. So Cooper's got a 1-4-4-4, and your partner opens 1 spade, and there is a 2 heart overcall on your right. First decision's very easy. You make a takeout double, you've got both minors. And see what partner does. This goes pass, and partner bids 3 clubs, which doesn't show extras. He's just forced to bid, so partner will bid 3 clubs on all holdings where he's got 4 clubs, I think. And so you don't necessarily know how strong he is, but he won't be super strong, because with a game forcing hand opposite a takeout double, he would have done something else. So partner's going to have something like 11 to a bad 15 maybe. And over that, Cooper decided to, he could just bid 3N, but ace to 4, especially ace, like the pips are really bad, ace 4, 3, 2 or whatever the pips are, is a really bad holding to be in 3N. You need, if they lead a heart and partner hasn't got anything in hearts, you need to be able to rattle off 9 tricks, trick 1. You might be able to duck a heart or 2 or something and then take a finesse into the safe hand or whatever, but you might not be a finesse to take, for example, if you're missing the ace of clubs or the ace of spades or whatever partner may or may not have for their 3 club bid. So Cooper made a good bid of 3 hearts, so just investigating. And over 3 hearts, he hears 4 diamonds from me. Well, one, now partner's got a stiff heart at the most. 4 diamonds feels like some sort of natural-ish diamond bid, but it might be a 3-card suit. So partner's going to be something like... you can score up, guys. It's fine. Partner's going to be something like 5-1-3-4 or maybe 5-0-4-4 or something like that. It's going to be one of those 2 shapes you think when they did 4 diamonds. And that's a really descriptive bid. And now you're going to decide between 5 or 6 clubs, I think, is what you're deciding between. You've got an 8-card club fit or better. It's likely to be an 8-card club fit. I suppose partner could be 5-0-3-5 or something. And so partner elected to just bid 5 clubs, and I'll show you what the play problem was. You're in 5 clubs here, and it looks like a decent spot. What are you going to do? So if the club finesse is offside, 3-end's not making, because the club finesse is into the danger hand. You can't actually safety play the clubs. So it looks like you're in the good spot here. If the king club's offside, it looks like you're going to win the board here, but you've still got to make 5 clubs. So at trick 1, I took the ace of hearts. At trick 2, I played a diamond to the queen, and they gave true count, so they both showed they had 3. So I was able to cash 3 rounds of diamonds, and then I started cross-ruffing, and I was going to make 12 if the king of clubs was offside, because I can elope with all my queen and jack and 10 of clubs. So I roughed a lot of hearts in hand. I was able, and I was roughing a lot of things in dummy, playing spades and eloping. But the king of clubs was onside, so not only did 3N make, that they were able to over-ruff one of the spades and play another club, and I ended up losing a club at the end. So I made 11 tricks, but it's a shame that the king of clubs is onside, which means that if you make the lazy 3N and you need to have 9 tricks off the top, they're there. And sadly, there's 10 off the top, so we're probably going to lose an imp, so I'm going to find that out now. So you're defending 2 hearts, and the bidding goes 1 club on your right. You bid 1 spade. They bid negative double on your left. Pass from partner. 2 hearts on your right. Pass, pass, pass. So you're defending 2 hearts when they look like they've got a 4-4 heart fit. You ask what they open with hearts and clubs, and they say they open clubs. Apologies. Oh, I can't remember what the thing is. What they're playing Akol. I can't remember what the answer to that question was, but I asked anyway. So it doesn't really matter. At trick 1, you lead the king of spades, and that asks for count. And dummy goes down with what you can see on the screen. You lead the king of spades, and partner plays, dummy plays low, partner plays a 9, and the clever follows. So what's going on here? Well, partner's got an even number of spades, and if partner had 4 spades, they would almost assuredly either bid 2 spades straight away, or if they've got a really weak hand, they might have protected with 2 spades, knowing we have a 9-card fit. So partner's got 2 spades. He can't have 4. He just can't. So at trick 1, you actually know the shape of the hand, or the rough shape of the hand. You know that declarer is either 4-4-1-4 or 4-4-0-5, because you'd open a club with 4-4-4-1-4s. So how are you defending this? Well, you'd be able to... The dummy's trumps are good, like they're 10-9-8, but partner can have an honour. You don't have any honours, so it's very likely partner's got at least 1 or maybe 2 heart honours. So what you could do is play spade, spade, spade. Partner will over-ruff dummy, and partner will then be able to get you in with ace of clubs for you to play a 4th spade, and maybe partner gets 2 over-ruffs. But if you think what's going to happen, you've got to be careful about that. If you think what's going to happen, if you go spade, 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 what's declarer going to do? Well, declarer doesn't need to rough in dummy, because declarer will have winning spades. Declarer will have like the queen or the jack. When you play a second spade, everyone plays a low spade, partner peters. So you know declarer's got queen jack to 4 spades left, you think. So if you play a 3rd spade, what's declarer going to do? Well, they're going to throw the king of clubs away, aren't they? So you should play 8 spade, spade, and before playing a 3rd spade, you're not going to be able to get 2 overruffs, because you're not going to have an entry back to your hand. They're going to throw the king of clubs away. And to make sure that you actually get your ace of clubs, you need to cash it at trick 3. So you need to go spade, spade, ace of clubs, then a 3rd spade, and then partner will be able to overruff dummy as long as they've got any heart honour, and this will depending on where the ace of diamonds is, this will keep it to 9 or maybe even 8. Declare it actually had the ace of diamonds. And at the other table, they were defending, our teammates got to 4 hearts, and they were defending 4 hearts, and they didn't cash the ace of clubs at trick 3, which I think is a mistake. You know what's going to happen if it goes spade, spade, spade. You know they're going to throw a club away. I think that's fairly obvious to cash the ace of clubs at trick 3 there. And so we kept 2 hearts to 9, and our teammates made 4 on the defence of 3 rounds of spades. They threw a club away, and Rob had to play it really well, because obviously not only do you have to start roughing clubs in dummy and unblocking the diamonds, you need to pick the king of hearts up as well. So well played, Rob, but I think the winning defence is easy to find, and I think that's a mistake not to cash the ace of clubs at trick 3. So this is your hand. You are Cooper, Chris Cooper, and your hand is king queen to 4. You might correct me here, but it's going to be on the screen here. King queen to 4, king jack to 4, 2 low, 3 low, something like that. Yeah. Oh, king queen 10 of spades, king jack to 4 hearts, single 2 low diamonds and 4 clubs. Oh, that's 13. That's 14 cards. Anyway, you've got this hand, and there he goes. Pass on your right, you pass. Pass on your left, and your partner in 4th seat opens 1 club. The hand on your right bids stop 2 diamonds. They don't play weak 2s and diamonds, so they jump to 2 diamonds. So you double this to show both majors. The hand on your left emerges with 3 clubs, not alerted. Alright, so pass and partner. And the hand on your right bids 3N. Alright, so you double that. I mean, partner's opened in 4th seat, and they've bid to 3N as 2 passed hands, so you whack 3M. And this goes pass, pass, pass. And you ask what 2 diamonds was, and the hand that bid 3 clubs says it's strong. And you're like, but he's a passed hand, and you're ooh. And then we ask if you play weak 2 diamonds, and they don't. So you think, oh, this is going to be this is going to be a really good board for us. You think they've just got into an awful spot, and they get to 3N, and so you lead a club, thinking you're leading the clubs through clubs, and dummy goes down with what you can see. In fact, I'm just going to show the whole hand now. We can't touch 3N. We haven't got a 5-card suit to attack between us. I mean, obviously we've got 2 8-card major suit fits, but I had an 11 count with a stiff queen. I possibly should just pass it out, but I was going to open a club and pass partner's major suit response sort of thing, and if partner responds 1N, well, probably scramble away to 7 tricks. And we haven't got a 5-card suit to attack, so even if we don't lead a club of trick 1, which gives them their 9th trick, what do we lead? Let's say we lead a spade. They win the ace of spades and play a club towards the king, and they're just going to make 9 tricks. They can cash 6 diamonds, 2 aces and the king of clubs, and we can't touch it. So we conceded 750. Yeah, that was... Well, what can you do? You just have to laugh. We both walked out the room, and after a couple of minutes silence, we started bursting out laughing. We just thought, oh, what a comical thing. It would be a bit more annoying, obviously, if there's a lead that beats it or something like that. But, the declarer was apologising as well. He said, oh, sorry, guys, that's... So, genuine apologies from declarer there, thinking that was a lucky one. I mean, yeah, I can't believe the hand. I mean, the hand that's bid 3 clubs should probably pull to 4 diamonds, you'd think. But she's just mistaken the 2 diamonds for strong, which is what they normally play, I guess. And opposite a strong 2 diamonds, she wants to be in 3N. So, I don't know, just. Sometimes, it feels like that's the start of a day where things don't go right for you. Already we've doubled 2 games in 2 sets that both make, and the games that don't make we've not been doubling. So we've got to shrug your shoulders. I could have passed it out. I could have bid over 3 clubs. I could have bid 3 hearts, but I think that just seems too strong. Over 3N I could have pulled it to 4 of a major, which is 1 off. I think we lose a trick in each suit. Unless there's some sort of rough. I think there might be some roughs going on potentially in the majors. So there were winning options for us on the hand potentially, and we took none of them, and we conceded 750. So no surprise that the minus 750 lost us that match. We lost the match by 6, so that board lost us 12. So we lost the first 2 matches. This match feels fair, I think. We're going for dinner now. We're going to make sure we get to an early serving, because yesterday were issues of food, so I'm going to do that. You pick up Jack X, Singleton, Queen Jack X, King Queen 10 to 7. And it goes first in hand on your right. Bids 3 diamonds. Any food? No. No food. So we'll just wait at the thing. This is where it's going to get served, I think. We waiting here? Okay. So we they open 3 diamonds on your right, and it's you to go. Well, you've got quite a decent chunky club suit. But 4 clubs, you just have to be a bit better for 4 clubs. I think partner's going to expect more high card points for 1, and so on. And 4 clubs takes out any opportunity that you make. You know, you belong in. Well, maybe not every opportunity. But maybe partner would offer 4 spades or 4 hearts over this or something. But you're pretty much committing to game a lot of the time. Whenever partner's got any sort of values, and partner's got a 10 count, you're going to be game, and you just haven't really got the strength. So I think a reluctant pass over 3 diamonds is the right thing to do. I think if partner was passed down initially, there might be different options you can do. But when partner hasn't yet a chance to bid, I think you just have to pass and then potentially catch up later. So I pass and pass, and then partner protects with 3 spades, pass to you. Now you're vulnerable, so you want to get to a vulnerable game if there is one. And so I think you've got 4 options here. You've got 4 clubs, which has to be forward going. I think a bit. I think if you just had a weekend, you just have to pass 3 spades. So 4 clubs would be like forward going. So that's the one thing you could bid. You could bid 4 spades, raising on your Jack double turn. You could pass, thinking that things aren't lying well, or that you don't quite have an 8 card fit potentially. I mean, you don't know how many spades partners got, but they might only have 5 here. Or 3N as a bit of a. Well, you've got a diamond stop, and all you need partners to have is the ace of clubs, and 3N's probably going to have play. So I don't know what the correct bid is. I think at teams, pass is out of the equation. I don't think you can pass necessarily. And I think if you bid 4 clubs, it must have some sort of spade tolerance, probably. I maybe not. Maybe not. But partners with 6 spades might be able to offer 4 spades. So I prefer either 4 clubs or 3N. I think 4 spades could go bad when you belong in 5 clubs and spades are only even a 5-2 spade fit, and if spades are likely to break poor, I think 4 spades is a bit of a gamble necessarily. The partner's going to have 6 a lot of the time. You need them to have 6 to make 4 spades the good prospect, I think, and I don't know how often they're going to have 6 here. From a percentage point of view. So I think 4 clubs maybe, and then if partner bids 4 spades over that, that's where you go. Or 3N, which is what I bid. So I don't know whether that's right, but I bid 3N, and the first thing partner put, they led the king of hearts, so I got a bit worried. The first thing partner put down was ace of hearts, and then the ace of clubs. Okay, brilliant. So I've got 9 top tricks in 3N. He's got ace third club, and I took my 9 tricks. 4 spades makes more tricks, so I think the menu's here, Paul. Oh, and the top as well. So
4 spades doesn't make if you take the correct line.
Does it not?
Well,
This is on the previous set.
Yeah, they open 3 diamonds, like the king of diamonds. Switch to Jack of clubs.
A singleton, is it?
Yes, so and I played for king queen of spades inside. So
Okay.
let's not.
So 4 spades goes off. So we took out 9 tricks in 3N. Teammates let through 11 in 4 spades. I don't know whether that's. Can make. Okay.
If you take the wrong line, yeah.
All right.
You play ace of hearts, rougher heart, rougher diamond, rougher heart, rougher diamond case, 1 of the spades, and the spades are 3-2.
Okay. All right. So 4 spades can make. There's the full hand. You can check. It can make with you take the right line, but not if you take Justin's line. So. So interesting bidding problem. I think I don't know what the right thing to do is. Maybe 4 clubs is the safer bid, but then you miss out on 3N when 3N's there. Oh, food's arrived, so we're going to get some food now, and then we'll see what the result of match 3 was. So we waited a while for the food again. I think the organisation behind the food in the hotel is not the best. The food is really nice, so it looks really good. So this is my lots of vegetables and shepherd's pie. There was a hand. We haven't scored up yet. but I held 4 small, king to 5, singleton, queen jack X. Partner opens 2 clubs. So I bid 2 diamonds, which is it's a non-positive the way we play it. And then partner bids 2 spades. So this will be natural 5+ spades unbalanced if he's got 5 or 6 spades. And over 2 spades, I elected to jump to 4 diamonds. I've got spade fit and a singleton diamond, and as 6 counts go, it's one of the best 6 counts I can have. I don't really want spade on us. Like, having the queen of spades isn't that useful because it's probably going to fall anyway. Every time partner has 6, it's pointless. So my values need to be outside of spades and probably outside my singleton. So this is about as good as I can be for a 6 count splinter. And so I jumped to 4 diamonds as a splinter. And in partner, it's the bid he wanted to hear. He says, oh, spade support, brilliant. You will have some value somewhere. He checked on key cards. We're missing 1, so he just bid 6. And he had an interesting play problem. So at trick 1, they lead the 9 of hearts through the king. So he goes 9 small, ace, queen, and they played a small heart back. So he's got some choices now. Like, he could run this, but if he gets roughed, he's off. He could rough high, but now he needs to think about how many tricks he's going to make and things like that. So it gave him a losing option potentially of doing some weird stuff. If they don't get a heart, if they lead a trump at trick 1, you've just got a lot of time and chances to test to see if the diamonds break, to test to see if the jack of hearts falls, or just take the club finesse. So Cooper got it right. He discarded on the heart back and won cheaply in dummy, and then now he's just able to rough 1 diamond and throw some losers away on the hearts to make 12 tricks. So yeah, if you can splinter with this sort of hand, you should do so. I think it helps partner evaluate the hand. I was going to splinter and then sign off over anything partner did, and partner knows I've got something useful but not much. Obviously I've got no key cards, so there you go. But we're going to enjoy some food now, and we'll be back for 4 more matches after the break. This is the front view of the venue. Now, it's a bit nippy. I do have a t-shirt on, but it's a bit nippy. Nippy, for those people not from the north of England, means cold. That fountain's been on the whole time. It's been really nice. And Harrogate city or town centre is surrounded by hosts of fields. So one side of Harrogate, there's field all the way around. And it's really nice if you had, if you lived in Harrogate and you had a dog walk, or you had a dog to walk and stuff, it'd be really nice. And then there's like this road that goes all the way that way, and there's trees either side. So when the trees are in full bloom, it's just a really nice place to be. Some sort of marquee there, and then this is a venue we're playing in, Cedar Court Hotel. Fairly big space, fairly decent venue. I think there's nothing wrong with the venue. The food's been a bit unorganised, but what we've eaten has been lovely. The shepherd's pie was great. There's Barbara. There's Jason. Hi, Jason. So we're on 29 after 3 at the moment. We're going back in. We're playing a few local grinders. So we do what we can. The leading score is 47 after 3, which as leading scores go, it's quite low actually. And there's the team we played in the first round. They're currently second, so they're doing well. They've got Liam and they've got the Faggoty boys, I think. So yeah, it seemed to have had quite a long time for break. We've still got like half an hour left, so I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe I'll just take a seat and look at some hand records. Yeah. So we bid up the following hand to 4 hearts. And the bidding, I'll show you the north-south hands I was declaring. With the hand with ace king to 5 hearts, and the bidding has gone 1 heart from 1 club from Cooper, 1 heart from me, 2 clubs from Cooper. That's what we bid with this shape. Obviously he's got 6 clubs, he can't reverse into diamonds. 2 diamonds from me, 3 natural diamonds from Cooper, so I know he's got 4 card diamond support. So I look to see what's going to happen. I bid 3 spades, and I know Cooper's at least 4-5 in the minors, maybe 4-6. And over 3 spades, if partner bids 3N, I might sit that and hope that we either have running diamonds, running clubs, or running hearts. And over 3 spades, partner bids 4 hearts. And now he's showing probably, hopefully, on a doubleton, Jack X or Queen X of hearts. And so I reside it in 4 hearts. So it goes 4 hearts, PPP. And they lead the Jack of hearts. That's good, that's the heart I'm missing. So I put the Queen on it. And I need to decide what I do. Now I could play a spade off and try and threaten a spade ruffing dummy, but if everything's breaking, I'm just going to lose the ace of diamonds. I might be able to throw my spades away in the clubs, and I don't need to try and ruff a spade in dummy. So at trick 2, I cashed the 9 of hearts, and it went small, small, discard, and he discarded a spade or a diamond. I can't remember what order they did their discards in. Oh, so hearts are 5-1, but my heart pips are really good. The Jack is filled in my suit. I can cross to my king of clubs and draw trumps, and if clubs break, I've got 11 tricks. So I tried the 9 of clubs off dummy, and they put the 10 on that, and I put the king on, so I won with the king, and I draw all the trumps. Now, I can't knock out the ace of diamonds because they've got a stack of spades to take, and I now have to decide whether clubs are breaking or whether I need to finesse the Jack of clubs. And when I played all the hearts, the hand on my left was throwing diamonds and spades away. So on the 4 rounds of hearts I played, they threw 2 of each. So I need to decide what to do, and the odds favour the finesse, I think. The 10 of clubs looks like it's going to be a singleton. Would they put the 10 in from 10x? Not sure they would. So it's whether they've got Jack 10 doubleton or singleton. And so I think the reason, if the hand on lead had like 3 low in the minors, they wouldn't be desperate to lead. A singleton trump's a really weird lead. So they must be worried that things are going to get cross-ruffed, potentially. I don't really know. And it feels very likely when they lead a trump that clubs are going to be 4-1. So if I'm wrong, I'm going 4 off for 400 vulnerable. If I'm right, I make 650. So I played a club, steeled myself, played the 8, and it held. Whew. We kind of needed that. We didn't have the best set so far. I think we've let through some contracts that we could have beaten on different defences. So I'll show you the whole hand. I think we've done well to bid to 4 hearts. You can see that 5 diamonds has 5 diamonds might make actually, but you've got the diamonds are 4-1, so you've got to find the 10 of diamonds, and there's a bit to do in 5 diamonds, and clubs are 4-1 obviously. And to beat 4 hearts, there might be a chance to beat 4 hearts. I haven't looked at double analysis, but if you play 2 rounds of spades at the start and force them to ruff, what do you do now? Well, I think best declare a play is to play a diamond to the king and knock the ace out. And if they give their partner a diamond ruff, I now have 1 more trump than the hand with 5 trumps. So I think the best defense, the best declaring technique is if they play spade, is you need to force them back. You need to play a diamond, and you might be able to get home with 10 tricks. But obviously, spades is a much tougher defense than the Jack of Hearts lead at trick 1. I just need to get the clubs right to make it now, and I did. If they go spade, if I draw 2 hands of trumps, I'm off because I can't. They've got a natural trump trick, so I need to force them with their natural trump trick while I've still got a spade, heart in dummy, so that the heart can take the ruff and discard, and I don't kind of weaken my trump position. And then I think I just lose 1 ruff, ace of spades, ace of diamonds. So well bid Cooper, win possibly the best spot. It doesn't look like 5 diamonds is great with a 4-1 diamond break and a 4-1 club break and a 5-1 heart break. So 5 diamonds might be a bit too much, so we elected to play in our 5-2 fit instead of a 4-4 fit. So and we got the clubs right for plus 650 and hopefully a swing in. So we were in a disagreement on one of the hands that obviously we're both overthinking things, underthinking things or whatever. So I actually don't know whose hand to give you. I'm going to give you Cooper's hand. So Cooper is 3 to the 10 stiff, King Queen to 4, Ace King Jack to 5, and you have you open 1 club. That's your 5 card suit. The overcall 1 heart on your left. Your partner bids 2 diamonds, natural forcing for 1 round, and on your right they bid 4 hearts. And the colours are there favourable, so they're going to be preempting 4 hearts quite a lot. And partner will have genuine diamonds here, So you elect to bid 5 diamonds. You could show 4N as like a good raise to 5 diamonds, and you just bid 5 diamonds. You've just got a minimum-ish opening hand, but all your points are in your suits. So it's better than minimum. And over this, partner bids 5N. What do you do? Well, before you go any further, obviously we're in disagreement as to what 5N means, which is where the issue came on the hand, I guess. I meant it as one thing, Cooper took it as another, and we got to something that didn't make. So what would you, before we show the hand, what would you do over 5N? What do you think it is, and what would you do over it? So here's a full hand. I intended 5N as pick a slam. I'm 4-3 in the minors. I kind of forced to bid 2 diamonds and a 4-card suit. I can't do a negative double. I don't have 4 spades. I can't show a good raise in clubs. I don't have 4 clubs. And I was a bit worried about how good a 4-4 diamond fit would be if partner's got 6 or 7 clubs or something like that. Whether 6 clubs needs to be a better place. And I was trying to be a bit too clever. I said 5N pick a slam, and there is a slight argument that if partner's void heart with the same hand, that you make 7 anyway. So I kind of wanted to bid. I don't know whether 5N's better than 6 clubs offer to play, but Cooper thought if I was offering 6 clubs or 6 diamonds, I would have just bid 6 clubs. So Cooper thought 5N was some sort of grand slam try and jumped to 7. So we're on a mix-up here. We don't have that many recently in the slam zone, mix-ups in terms of judgment and stuff. So who's at fault? Probably both of us. I think if I had a first round heart control, I would have bid 5 hearts. So I think 5N might be a grand try without first round heart control, maybe. And Cooper might be right that if I wanted to offer a choice between 6 clubs and 6 diamonds, I would have bid 6 clubs rather than 5N. A lot of the time, in a lot of other sequences, 5N is just pick a slam, so I didn't even consider it being anything else. So maybe that's on me for not just making my partner's life easier. And it's one of those, the easier you can make partner's life, the better you do. The amount of times you kind of keep partners' decisions simple and easy and make it so that they can't go wrong, you just don't get bad boards. It's not like you're getting good boards, you're avoiding bad boards. And here, I think we could have both read the situation a bit differently and not being grand off an ace, especially an ace they were going to find at trick 1. So, and the bad bit is, even if they don't lead a heart at trick 1, I actually can't get my hearts away on anything. So they could have led a trump and I'm still going off. So just a thing there. Obviously, once you bid up to 4 hearts, I know partner's got a singleton or a void heart, and opposite a void heart, maybe 7's the place to play. And opposite a 13 count with a void heart, would partner show that as a good raise? Maybe he would. I don't know. So I've just trying to be a bit cute. Cooper was on the different wavelength to me, and we're going to lose. There's no way that's a good board for us. That's just going to be lose 15 or 17 or whatever ends up being, and we were vulnerable as well. So it's going to be like lose 17 against a 13-70 or something. So we were playing a good team. I expect them to be in it. So that's probably another L on the score sheet. Had the wildest set, I think. Cooper's got a decision. Alright, there's loads of boards in this set. Who knows whether they're going to get a whole video out of this set alone. Cooper's got this decision. Well, this is his hand. He's got ace, 3rd spade, ace of 7 diamond, ace of 7 hearts, 3 low diamonds and a stiff. So he's got an 8 count. And here's my man. I open 2 spades, first in vulnerable against not. A 3 diamond overcall. So opposite a vulnerable 2 spades from me, I'm going to be pretty sound. I think 4 spades is absolutely fine. You're going to make some tricks. Obviously, you've got this void club. No one's bid clubs. Maybe partners like 6-4 in the black suit. You can have 2 clubs in your hand, cash 6 spades, the ace of hearts, and maybe something else in the wash. So 4 spades is going to have a lot of play, you'd think. And over 4 spades, here he goes, pass, and the hand that bid 3 diamonds, you expect him to come in with 5 clubs. But they came in with 5 spades. No, apologies, 5 diamonds. So you double this, and it goes pass, and now you have to beat it. Now, you know if you can get partner in, there's some club bluffs going in, so you just need to find partner's entry. So which of your aces do you lead, or do you lead a small spade at trick 1, for example? So Cooper led the ace of hearts, and dummy went down with what you can see on screen, and this goes small king 9, I think. I can't remember the exact heart that Declara played, but it went small king 9. So you know partner's either got the queen of hearts or a stiff king. Yeah, and you now have to decide how to get partner in, and it's teams, but potentially getting 2 roughs is still on the table. You might be able to get partner in with a small heart and a small spade. If partner's roughing hearts, you might be able to go heart rough, club rough, heart rough, club rough. Can get quite a few tricks. Partner won't have many diamonds here. We think they might not have any, to be honest. And you need to decide what to do. How are you going to get partner in for this club rough, or do you just try and cash 2 spades to beat it by 1? Difficult. I think making sure it doesn't make is a priority, and I think what you should do is involve partner and lay down the ace of spades and see how partner reacts. I think if partner was void heart, they would discourage the spades, and whenever they've got the king of spades, they're going to encourage, because partner will know that you must have quite a lot of hearts to lead an unsupported ace here. It's a very weird lead when you've got both major suit aces to lead the one you haven't been supported. So I think if you lay down the ace of spades, partner will encourage whenever they've got the king and not a void heart. And when they have a void heart, they will discourage the spades, and now you can get them in for a club rough and then potentially try and cash a second spade. Sadly, Cooper tried a heart, and I produced the queen. This got roughed, and Declara went, a trump's breaking. Oh, brilliant! I'll make 12 tricks. All the clubs, all the things. And the worst thing is, we're called for 6 spades. We've got 7 hearts, 6 spades, and they just take a diamond before we can get in and rough. So we've just got 13 tricks in the majors off the top. So we've conceded 650 when we could have made plus 1430 or something. So that board will be wild around the room. I know I've heard someone else conceded 6 hearts doubled at 1 or something. So who knows what's happening there. Some people might open my hand a spade. I'm on the verge of it. My spade suit's pretty ropey, and I know that Cooper's going to play me for a decent hand when I open a first in vulnerable week 2, vulnerable and it's not. So I know 2 spades is in the realm of my bid, but it's on the upper end. And if you open a spade, obviously partner probably won't sell out to 5 diamonds. He'll probably bid 5 spades over that, or even 6. So I mean, that could be anything. I mean, we've not got a good board here. That could be anything at the other table though. We could lose 1 imp to 20 imps or something on this board. So but there were more in the match. There were even wilder boards in the match, I think, than that. So what can you do? So we won that match. I will read out the imp scores for you. It went lose 1, lose 16, win 15, flat 3 to 11. So 1 flat board in the whole match. This is an opening lead problem for you. This is one of the ones I had. This is our very first board, actually. So you have queen 9 4th, ace 10 4th, 2 low, ace 10 3rd, and Cooper and I don't bid. So this is so you're listening to their bidding, and it goes a diamond on your left, a spade on your right. That's one of your 4-card suits. It goes 2 clubs on your left, 2 hearts on your right. Not 4th suit forcing. That's going to be natural with some heart values, apparently, with what they said. And this goes 2 spades on your left, 2 and on your right, 4 spades on your left. So the hand on your left, the dummies looks like to be something like 3 1 5 4, and the hand on your right looks to have 5 spades and some heart values, we think, and some sort of at least invitational hand or better. We don't know. It feels like 2M was non-forcing. They didn't alert because they're not playing forcing, not forcing to game. So they get to 4 spades, and it's you to lead. Now, normally you'd lead a trump here. It looks like they're going to make it on a bit of a cross-off. You might lead a trump, and then you've got 2 aces to get in to lead more trumps. But in your own hand, if things go well, you've almost got 4 tricks in your own hand. You've got potentially 2 spade tricks. If partner has just, for example, the stiff jack of spades, you're beating in your own hand. And so a trump lead's really dangerous. I don't think you can lead a trump. And so it comes down to either leading one of your other 3 suits, and all of them have pluses and minuses. So you could lead a heart, but that's really bad. There'll be a singleton and dummy, and what you're doing is promoting Declara's heart value. So even a low heart or the ace of hearts is wrong. So a heart's out. And then it's a choice between leading your doubleton diamond and ace third club. And again, you could try, if you're leading the club, you could try leading a low one or the ace. So what I envisaged is what cards can partner have to help me out here. Partner's marked with up to maybe a 6 or 7 count if they've bid a thin one here, if it looks like they've bid thin. So partner could have, for example, a diamond on her or a club on her or a heart on her or something like that, or a mixture of the two. Partner could have like a queen and a king in some of the suits. And the most useful card partner can have is the king of clubs. If you were able to go club, 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 for example, and Declara gets forced, you probably make 2 spade tricks. So what I played partner for to have is either the king of clubs or the queen of clubs, and my aim is to go club, club. And then when I get in again, play a third club to make Declare a rough, or maybe rough twice. And if they can rough twice, I set up my 4th spade and we beat it. That's what I'm looking to do. So when Declare's got much better spades, rather than relying on partner just having just the jack, I'm relying on having also potentially the king of clubs. And when I led the ace of clubs, this is dummy, or this is the full hand. You can see on the ace of clubs lead, it's absolutely awful. They've overbid a bit. And it went ace of clubs, small, small 9. And I could play the 10 of clubs. Obviously, Declare has to rough. He crossed to dummy, took a spade finesse into my hand. I was able to play a third club. And now he roughs, and I've got one more spade than he has. So he's in massive trouble now. And then basically I waited until he played his 3rd diamond before roughing in. And then I could exit with my spade, and then he's just locked in hand to play hearts away. He made some poor choices from that point, but he's not flustered necessarily, but he's in an awful spot. So he's kind of shrugging his shoulders, just trying to make tricks where he can. He's got no play to make it now, and ended up going 4 off. So I don't know whether the ace of clubs lead is right, but oh my god, when partner has the right cards for the ace of clubs lead to be right, it goes awfully for Declara. So I'm really glad I led it at trick 1. So we're done. Cooper and I finished. We're still waiting for teammates to score. There were a lot of part scores in that set. We stole 1 game, but nowhere near the wild swings as the set before. So things go to par. We might win by like 5 imps or something like that. So if teammates have some good boards, might win by more, or vice versa. So we finished kind of in the middle of the pack today. I think we've had 3 wins and 3 losses from our 6 matches now, and this is going to be somewhere in the middle. So we've had a really good time. I think the venue's been good. I think the food was nice when we got it. It was a bit slow. I think the directors potentially not made the right decisions on some actions and calls this weekend, but obviously it's a learning progress, and it's sometimes hard, especially on the first night where Stuart was directing by himself. So because they needed a stand-in pair. So I would highly recommend this Congress. I think Harrogate is one of the nicest towns in England. I really like it. We've had a really nice Airbnb, and there were more people here than there were last year. There were more friends and stuff that I can hang out with, and I really like going away to congresses, doing that. I have started a Patreon, so if you are willing to support me, I'm going to start getting some Patreon awards and stuff, just to basically cover the cost of the equipment and the time it takes me to do these videos. So if you are enjoying them and you're happy to support me, please check out the link below the video. But otherwise, I've been Steve. I hope you've enjoyed it, and the next time I'll be doing some live bridge will be, I don't know, it might be Louisville or Lerville in March. So I'm not sure the next time I'm playing live bridge is. So look forward to that. We've got a few knockout matches before then, but yeah, that should be really good. We've got our team for the Vanderbilt. We're going to play in that, and some stuff's going to happen as well. So yeah, watch this space. Obviously I'll still put some regular videos of Robot Bridge stuff and things in between to fill in the gaps, but yeah, peace out everyone. I'll see you soon.